In terms of mountain resorts, we have a very wide network in Europe, from Poland to France to in most of the key mountain resorts in Europe we are present. So for us, Colocyn is really an addition to the great portfolio of mountain resorts we can offer to our customers. Now, what is important to say also is that I visited Colocyn, I think, for the first time more than 2 years ago, and I think it has a tremendous master plan, a tremendous potential, and for us it was really important to be there first, and to be there with a leading resort. So for us it's a great opportunity to enhance our network, but also to really establish early our footprint in the mountains in Montenegro. You know, it's a new development, but I think the master plan was, in the presentation earlier today, it's done in 2009, and it's done in a very clever and sustainable manner. So I think it will work, it will need some time, it will have to grow, but most important, I think, is the tremendous opportunity for Montenegro, because if you can see the mix of seaside and mountain tourism, it's really a tremendous opportunity. And if you can see in most of the mountain resorts today, the summer season is even stronger than the winter season. So I think if you come to Montenegro, you can perfectly spend 1 week at the seaside, 1 week at the mountains, and have a tremendous holiday, a tremendous complementary holiday. And I think that's why we are working both on developing resorts at the seaside and the mountain. And I think in terms of opportunities for our customers, our guests, I think it's true benefit. The key is to keep it. To keep the tourism sustainable. It's the challenge we have today. I think tourism represents 8 or 9% of the global emissions. So we have to make it sure that it is in a sustainable manner. That means that we need to bring offers where the guest travels to and stay probably for a longer time than we are used to. And again, this more complex, this more complementary offer which Montenegro will have between the seaside, the history, and the mountains, I think it's again a good way into that direction. I think I've been in the hotel very recently. I think it's a tremendous design. It's very localized, so when you go into the room, you know that you're in Montenegro. You're not in some brand where you don't know where you are. At the same time, the hotel has tremendous facilities, outdoor, indoor. So we are very confident, and you know, we are also developing Swiss Hotel in the mountains in Kopernik. It's also important for us that we build a regional network in order that the guests also have choice between different hotels and different destinations. You know, I think they will have more branded hotels, and hopefully there can be 1 or 2 more with our portfolio, but I'm not so worried about that. For us, it's more about quality than quantity. I rather have the best and the first one than to make compromises. So, and for us, it's a mix. You know, it's better to have a few hotels in the mountains, a few at the seaside, maybe some spa resorts, and to have a good mix than to. We'll see. Today we don't know, but only if it can add value for the investor and it can add value to us and our customer base. What is very important to say is that Accor is a worldwide group, but we have more than 3,000 properties in Europe. So we have a tremendous customer base in Europe, and this customer base is constantly looking for new resort destinations. And that's why we're working so hard in Montenegro, but also in Croatia, in Slovenia, in Greece, and other, in order to enhance the network, to have a wider offer for our wide customer base.